Well, hello there. How are you doing today? Do you feel like doing a little bit of DIYing with me today? Yeah. Come on in and let's get started. So what do I have going on for you for today? Well, guess what? It is 2026, which means we are starting a whole new round of, yeah, you guessed it, the Mystery Box Challenge, and it is that time. It is the first Mystery Box Challenge for 2026, and boy oh boy, has Courtney put her mind to work and come up with some new twists, some new ideas that are gonna be fun, just kind of switching it up from last year and bringing a whole new set of challenges this year. This year with the challenges, we're kind of pairing off, or I think at least for this one, I'm not sure how it's gonna go for the rest, and we've got a buddy. My buddy is Christina Elizabeth, and what we're gonna do is we send each other our mystery box challenges this time, and each buddy has a theme, and our theme is florals and greenery. And with that, we had to send each other just 2 items. And those 2 items are the 2 challenge items. That's it. The rest of the items that we use in the DIYs are for us to choose, but we do have to incorporate the challenge items that our buddy sent to us. We've got to create 4 DIYs. And so, yeah, we get to pick what we use out of our stash. We can go shopping. But again, we do have to include the challenge items. And so I'm not gonna lie to you, it makes me a little bit nervous when we're only sending 2 items because it makes me feel like a little bit more thought is going into them. And with Christina, she's a little bit unpredictable. She's the one who has sent me the alien. And so, yeah, I'm nervous. I think I was nice in the box that I sent to her. We were both a bit under the weather right before we had to send these boxes, and so I'm hoping that came into play and it came to my advantage, but I guess we'll see. And this is who is participating in this month's challenge. But for now, we're gonna open up this box and see what challenge items Christina sent to me that I'm gonna have to use in my 4 DIYs. Alrighty, so we've got a card here. Oh, it's a cute one too. Look at how cute that is. Kelly, or should I say Mystery Box Challenge Buddy. Laugh out loud, it's a new year and all new challenges. This round will be fun. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I know whatever it is will be amazing as always. Until next time, happy crafting, Christina. She didn't hint to anything too bad. Okay, so we've got, wow, they're kind of soft. We've got 2 here, so I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, we've got sponges. That's not too bad. It's not my favorite thing, but this is not too bad. Okay, I think I can do something with this. I'm not sure what yet, but okay, we'll see. It's a bit of a challenge. And then we've got this. I am nervous. It feels like a cup or a tumbler. I don't know. Wow, she really wrapped it. Oh. Okay, so it is. It's a donut tumbler. Okay, this is not bad. This is so doable. I think I can totally do something with these. Christina, we are definitely still friends, and I'm excited to jump on into these challenges and see where this takes me with the 4 DIYs that I'm gonna create with the theme florals and greenery. So, yeah, I'm gonna sit on this for just a couple of days, really ponder it, because, you know, I get my best ideas in my sleep, and I will meet you back here in what seems to be a flash for you. Jumping on into this challenge, dug into my stash of plaques using some of Waverly's moss, one of my favorite greens, especially during the springtime. That's what I'm going with for this plaque. For this DIY, I'm going to use the challenge item that Elizabeth sent me, these sponges, and I am going to cut the sponge part of this off. Now, I'm sure that there is a much more graceful way to go about doing this, but for some reason, this was the route I wanted to go with. And so once I cut the green scrubby part off, this is what I'm going to utilize, and I am going to cut it into the shape of leaves. And so I originally thought I would use them as green, but then I decided that I needed to cover up the sponge color part of it, and I was just going for more of a dimensional shape of a leaf because it is so thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some of Waverly's hazelnut just to kind of mute out this color a bit, because you know me, I look for places to add burlap and twine, and I think that this is going to be one of those instances where I can do that, but I need to cover up that green first. Now, when I say I wasn't going for perfection, I really wasn't. It really was just to mute out that green so I could go in with some burlap and cover the top of this with burlap and the green wouldn't show through. So I'm just going to hit this with some hot glue because I don't want to wait for drying time with Mod Podge, and I'm going to put the scrubby part face down on the burlap. And yeah, with that, I am making two-dimensional burlap leaves out of sponges, because why not? Scrubby pad part of the sponge, because why not? Because we can. And guess what? That's what we do here. For this DIY, I enlisted the help of my Cricut to cut out this Welcome Spring vinyl and this die cut bunny. This die cut bunny is cut from chipboard, and believe it or not, chipboard isn't really something you need to buy because you have it readily available in your house, or at least most of us do, with items that you buy from the grocery store, whether it is a cereal box or a cracker box. You just don't really think of those items as something you can craft with, but you can, and you can cut out chipboard die cuts like I did this bunny using your knife blade on your Cricut. Save yourself some money, and it's a great way to add dimension and texture to a DIY instead of just a flat image with a vinyl or a painting. And so with this, I'm not going to paint the bunny because I really like the color of the chipboard, and I feel like it just kind of goes along with the theme of the DIYs that I'm bringing to you today. And so yeah, I'm going to hot glue it on to the plaque there. And because Christina and I's theme is florals and greenery, up here at the top, it's a good place to add some of those florals and greenery. And this was a good way to incorporate more dimension and texture into this DIY by making these sponges burlap leaves. You know, I always look for an excuse, like I said, to add burlap and twine into a DIY, and I think that this was a good way to do it. Grr. I just love it when this happens, when I am missing footage. I don't know what happened to the rest of the footage where I showed adding more greenery and the bow, but somehow I don't have it. So this is where I'm at now with the DIY, but I'm not done because this needs to be finished or feel more finished. And so I'm going to add a border around the outside of the plaque and maybe around the welcome as well, using a white acrylic paint pen. Can I just tell you, I have been on Color Talk side of TikTok, and Kayla, Allie, and I have really been doing a lot of adult coloring with the Coco Wayu coloring books and the Jade Summer and Bobby Good coloring books. oh my goodness, obsessed. But I am loving all of the alcohol markers, the gel pens, and the paint pens. And so white and black paint pens are my new favorite thing for crafting now. It makes it so much easier to put stitching and bordering on things. And so yeah, that's what I am using just to kind of finish off the edge here, giving this a more finished look. And so this is the finished plaque. I'm not going to show you a picture of it yet because I'm going to show you what I'm doing with all these DIYs and where they're going at the end. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. So for this one, again, I'm using another plaque that I had in my stash. These are Dollar Tree plaques, and I cut out 3 more bunnies using chipboard. Again, I'm going to keep these bunnies the color of the chipboard because I really like the color of it. I'm going to replace this bent ear with an ear that stands straight up because if the 2 bunnies on each side, their ears are bent, well, the bunny in the middle, the ear's got to be up, right? And so using some Mod Podge, I'm going to put all 3 bunnies here in the center of this plaque, and here comes the straight ear here that you see that I cut, and there will be a bit of a seam, but I will fix that later. I just really thought it was cuter if the center had ears that were straight up versus bent. And so yeah, here's another example of missing footage. I've got a new camera, and for whatever reason, when I'm pressing record, I am losing footage. Don't know how or why, but yes. So you can see I added bows and pink flowers to each of the bunnies. But once I got to putting all of these DIYs together, I realized that I really didn't like the pink flowers because I had gone with a purple color scheme. So I decided to replace them, and because I didn't have purple flowers and I had white ones, I decided just to pull out those alcohol markers that I've been coloring with and add some color to the white ones, giving me some adorable purple flowers that are going to go perfect with my color scheme. And look at that, it covers up the seam of that ear perfectly. And yeah, this one too, you will have to wait to the end to see where I put it and what I do with it, because the outcome of this mystery box challenge came out perfect, and I couldn't be happier with the decor that I am going to keep and use moving forward from season to season because of it. Now for this next DIY, I dug into my stash again, pulled out these wood tags that you can get from Michael's in like a 30 or 40 pack, I believe. I use them at Christmas time for gift tags, and I decorate them and personalize them, and they make for great ornaments that I have found that the recipients love to add to their trees. So because these are for my spring DIYs, and I started off with Waverly's moss green, I'm going to hit these tags with some moss green as well. And these white mini daisies are going to be the floral and greenery part of this DIY that I've got to incorporate. Using more of that chipboard, I went ahead and cut out some letters that spell out the word spring, and I'm going to add 1 letter to each tag. Now, because all of these DIYs are coming together as one, I want them to look cohesive. So I'm going to frame out each of these tags with those acrylic paint pens, just giving them a more finished look. I wanted to make a banner of sorts with these tags, so I pulled out some of that thicker twine that you can get in the Walmart floral crafting section, and I'm going to add these tags to that twine. And again, you'll have to wait to the end to see where this goes, but let's take a look at it here on my craft table for now. Now for this last DIY, the tumbler. This one you would think was just so easy, and for some reason the inspiration just wasn't hitting for me with this one. I don't know why. I was coming up blank. So I went ahead and cut it down because I was thinking of doing like a pale look, a farmhouse pale look to it. And so instead of painting it, I decided to go with fabric and Mod Podge. But as I was doing it, if I'm being completely honest, I wasn't feeling it the whole time. And I just was disliking it. And so I added these florals to it and got in my stash again of plaques, thinking I would add the pail to the plaque. Then started to realize that I just did not like this at all. It didn't go with the other DIYs. So I decided just to take it apart. And I really wasn't liking the fabric either. The color of the tumbler was still coming through it. And so I just decided to go with some purple fabric and cover this up. Again, going with the color scheme, using this cute fabric, giving it more of a spring look rather than a farmhouse look. Decided to do away with the orange florals and go with something purple and spring-like. I love the lamb ears and the green. So I decided to keep those. I had these floral picks in my stash from Dollar Tree. So I decided to add those to it. And this is where we're at, and this is what we finished with. I built this wood holder several years ago to put seasonal decor signs on for my front porch. And so this is what I had on it after Christmas. And so it was time to switch it out for spring. And so thank you to today's mystery box challenge. It now has my spring decor signs for my front porch that I am absolutely loving. And that is it for the first mystery box challenge of 2026. I'd like to know how you feel about this new twist. Let me know in the comments below because I'm curious what you guys think. Did you like it as much as I did? Because I thought it was a really fun twist that Courtney came up with. And yeah, and I'd like to say thank you to Courtney for putting on this mystery box challenge. It's always fun to be a part of. Make sure to head on over to Christina Elizabeth's channel to see what I sent her and what all she came up with. Don't forget to click on the link in the description box below where Courtney has put together the playlist. It is very binge worthy, so I say go pop yourself some popcorn and watch us creators do what we do best, and that is create. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say. Stay positive, please, because I'm sure trying. Bye for now, everybody.